Then I'm just going to give you 5 words, which will be homework. For you guys on the tape, there won't be a test. Pretty hard to test you, I suppose. But for you guys...
I'll track you down.
I will find you. For you guys, there will be a test. I'll test you at the beginning of next class, okay, on this vocabulary. So I'll give this to you now, and then we'll take a small break. What is this? Nugu. Okay? N-U-G-U. If you're fairly familiar with the Korean alphabet right now, what I just did and then erased it was do this. What does that look like? It looks like an N and a G. We can't have that, right? We know our rules. But you will see this if you look for it. Because of the rule that it has to be a vowel next, you know this is a vowel. So it doesn't matter if I put the tick there or if I just drop it like that. That is an U. So that's new. Okay? This isn't something I expect you to really care about right now, but it is something that is important. And that's what I was saying later when you're trying to read a Korean's handwriting, and it's almost like a cursive and you're trying to figure stuff out. Knowing these writing rules and knowing stroke patterns will help you. And this is one point where you know the writing rule is you need a vowel. That has to be a vowel. Okay, it's not a horizontal one. It's not a vertical. It's a horizontal. This thing's going down. It's an U. Okay. Yeah. Anyways. What? The full form is mu-ot, mua. Mua. And again, your tongue will stick out on the end of it. Mua. Mua. Okay? This is the full form of what? The shortened form, which is very, very common, I would say definitely more common, I would think much more common, is mo. Mo. A little bit about this. So you can see here the U and the O, okay, they've just condensed down into there. Today we learned this was a wo, right? This character, wo, with a W. One thing about this is when a consonant is in there, it'll generally drown out that W. Okay? You won't hear it. Now, if it's said, perfectly, it's there. But same as conversation in English, a lot of sounds are just contracted and dropped. So what would be mo, okay, with a W, will just a lot of times sound like mo. Mo. Okay? Almost basically just like that. Mo. Okay? If you were to sort of sit down and say, well, I don't want to learn both, I just want to learn one, I would choose that one.
Copy down, count line 2.
if that's what you're saying to yourself at home, choose that one. Okay? Well, I erased that. Next one. When is... Check this. Yes. Good. 언제. 언제. Okay? 언제. 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 Next one. Here? Odi, right, odi. If you're familiar with this word, a lot of times it sounds more like an odi. It sounds like an O. So this is an example where this O is kind of coming up to that O sound. Okay, yogi, jogi, odi. Okay, they all sound more like an O, but it is an O. Okay. And the last one we've already seen. Why? Okay, we have seen this one. Where? Pete had a question. Moya, you hear kids ask, moya, moya. But a lot of times it sounds like a B, boya, boya, okay? If you haven't heard it, don't worry about it. If you have, it is an M, okay? They're saying mo is that what, and then ya is the verb to be, which we'll get into next class. So moya is just what is it, what's that? It's a low form, so if your kids are saying it to you, they're kind of being little beeps. But yeah, that's what they're saying, and it is an M. I'm not sure why it sounds like a B. I was just thinking they both come from the same, okay, mo or bo, they both come from the same area. That might be why, but that's what it is. Okay, so this is your vocab. I'll give you a couple more words when we get into the sentence we're about to do. So there will be a test on this stuff. One more time. Nugu.
Nugu.
This is, again, back burner stuff, but as a subject, if you're asking who did it or who, okay, it'll come out as nuga, okay? Again, back burner stuff, and get into it again down the road. Here, mua,
Mua.
mua, and mo,
Mua.
mo, okay? Ante,
Anje.
odi,
Odi.
odi,
Odi.
we.
Wait.